This video is designed for departmental administrators of Watermark for those who support faculty. The view that you see right now is the faculty view. Yes, it looks different than your administrative view, which is why we wanted to show you this before user acceptance testing 2. Watermark is working on a toggle, so as an administrator, you will be able to click the toggle, see the faculty view. It should be released by the end of this year, possibly January, before faculty are in the system, we've been told. So for UAT2, a few things you need to know. Faculty have multiple ways to enter data. I will show you 2 we prefer, and the third one that's an option but is less preferred. The first is on the My Profile screen. This will show every screen in the system: integrated data, manual entry, hybrid entry screens. The default organization is the same organization of screens that would be in your administrative view. The exception here is faculty can click Customize Display. They can reorder their screens, and that's what I've done here, which is why it appears in a different order. Once faculty rearrange their screens, there's currently not a way to click Restore and go back to that default, but it has been an idea presented to Watermark. Something else faculty can do is they can come in here and they can relabel a screen. For example, this organized teaching and course evaluations. I've gone in and clicked the edit pencil and I've relabeled it course schedule. If I want to take that off at any time, faculty can just reset it to the default. Something to note that once the screen is relabeled, here, for example, conferences and symposia, faculty see the name that they've selected, conferences I organize, but they will also see the default label. So if they're working with you and they mention a screen you're unfamiliar with, ask them for the default label. To add a record here, faculty would just click on the name of the screen. They get the record summary screen. Then they click Add New. The overlay pops out. They can add their record. The second way faculty can add data is by using the data entry report. They'll click Reports and then Data Entry Report. This is an updated version of the report we've used in UAT1. I've added some clarifying help text and some other revisions that you all recommended. Thank you for that. This functions exactly the same as it did in UAT1. The final method is from the home page. Faculty can click Add Activity. This view is designed to show the most frequently used screens in Watermark per faculty, so it's the screens they used most often. What this doesn't show is all of the integrated screens. If faculty cannot add a record to a screen, it would not be displayed here. So for example, under teaching, we don't have individual instruction, we don't have organized teaching and course evaluations. Something else I want you to notice is those 2 screens that faculty had relabeled on the My Profile view. Conferences and symposia was one, exhibits and performances the other. They don't retain that relabel in this view. They have the default name here. But this is the view if faculty choose to add a record. Once they click on it, this screen shows up. I'll show you that one more time. They click on it, this screen shows up. So that's the third option for how faculty can input data. One final thing to show you, settings here. This is how faculty can connect to ORCID if they have an ORCID ID. We do recommend walking faculty through this. There's a publications guide and an ORCID guide on this. But before they try any pub import, go into settings, create or connect their ORCID ID. You can't see the pop-up right now, but it just asked me to log into ORCID. It'll connect here. If faculty are using ORCID, I do recommend that they toggle to export their publications to ORCID. This is bidirectional, so if faculty add a record to Watermark, it will import to ORCID as well. Reviews, the final tab, I'll click on it. We're not using this currently. Next year when we get to annual review, we will work on this with you. But again, My Profile reports, 2 methods for adding data that we recommend. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope this is helpful as you begin working with faculty in UAT2.